Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time seeing my channel, I used to review cartoon series, anime series, so something completely random, and then I will talk about something that's sort of kind of vaguely very interesting that really not a lot of people actually is talking about it, called a HatCoin. HatCoin is something that is super rare to appear in the series, and even someone talk about it, it just sort of briefly mentioned that it actually doesn't have any information to help understand what is the HatCoin. In fact, in this series, in episode 3, if I'm correct, there was sort of a wrestling match with Dr. Flood and Dementia, and Dr. Flood had to take off the mask of Dementia because she was possessed about this parasite. But desperation came in, and Dr. Flood asked on the crowd, whoever helps him take off the mask of Dementia will get 1,000 HatCoins. And a group of, let's say, individuals jumped in and do what they can to take out the mask of Dementia and failed. But once again, it can really show you the value of a HatCoin, but what is it? And I think that's sort of fascinating because no one really knows what this is because they really can't connect or sort of think what is this because it's so rarely mentioned. In fact, you can say the HatCoin is basically sort of world building sort of subject matter just to understand how they sort of value something. But once more, this is Villainous, and Villainous always have a different weird approach of things to help you understand what this value is. It could be important later on if you actually think about it or don't. But I found it fascinating because Black Hat himself as a character, he is sort of a god being. What kind of person who needs a Bitcoin or create something that is sort of more tech kind of information, because Black Hat is shown in this series that he's not tech savvy. He knows how to use it like a basic normal human being, but he's not smart enough to create something like a Bitcoin. So yeah, I find it fascinating. If the date was created, probably the only one who allowed that is probably Dr. Flood, who understands technology and the value of a HatCoin. And what's more, what can you do with it? At least what I understand, at least the reaction of the audience who attempted to help Dr. Flood, HatCoins could be valued trading things from Black Hat organization sort of stuff, because you can buy stuff in the Villainous website of the Villainous series, in other words. But what's more, what is the value of it? Because 1,000 HatCoins is not very specific. Even the reaction of the audience. In fact, there was two reactions. One sort of Minotaur, he just go for it for his family because that money could be used for his family. The rest of the audience are just sort of greedy, just free stuff. You could buy something, I guess, from a Black Hat organization, and that was sort of interesting. What is this value? Can you trade this for a soul contract? Especially with Black Hat, he has a contract of you. Can you buy the contract back? You can erase the contract with using HatCoins, or you can buy just items, or you also can buy foods normally in different places. But what's more, what's the value of one HatCoin? Especially you have 1,000 black coins with 12 people wants to help out just to get a HatCoin. And that's just sort of kind of interesting because you don't really know the value of it. It's sort of vague and sort of interesting. At the same time, something that you could easily ignore because it's something that kind of throws you up for a second, but you forget later on because it's not really important. But once more, over the series, you realize this is Villainous. Anything could be interesting or valuable if you actually pay attention or ask the right questions. To me, HatCoin could be made money-wise, but because we don't know what the money value is, I could easily be wrong. This could be easily kind of tokens to do favors from Black Cat while doing any contracts, or it could be something else, like being the coins, not just sort of Bitcoins, that actually HatCoins are people who have souls inside the coins, and how Black Hat is sort of a monster. He thinks it'd be more funnier to trade people's lives as coins for trading for some sort of mediocrity thing. Once more, it sounds sort of messed up, but it's something what many Black Hat would do in this type of series while actually telling you, because ta-da, it's a surprise. It could be a lot of things. That I could be right about that, because especially if this franchise has a working, talking JoJo versions of the clone of Black Cat, he is that sort of reference. It sort of makes sense you make another reference to JoJo as a coin. If you see what was it, part 3 or part 4 of JoJo Bizarre Adventures, have dealing with something about that, like a coins of souls. But once more, I could be wrong. Or the coins are basically wish kind of hat coins. Like one little coin can wish something simple out of nowhere. It could happen. It could be a thing about this series. We just don't know. It could be anything. But once more, it's something so vaguely, you just sort of get a little bit more imagination what this can do or do nothing. It's just sort of a world building sort of subject matter. I don't know you. You remember something about HatCoin in watching the show? Do you know what it is? Do you think they actually could do so much more with this simple little idea? Or maybe they have other kind of version of coins of this world about HatCoins that we just don't know what it's used for. That once more, I'm being kind of crazy, I'm being loopy, maybe overthinking this, but it's something nice to think about, something that's so simple, but also could be very interesting and done right. Now, I have one question. What is your theory? You think this, I'm overthinking it, this actually has some weight to it? Tell me down below, let me know. I really got nothing else to say, anything else to say. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye.